The following is a presentation of TFNN. The Tom O'Brien Show is produced every business day after the market close. Tom takes your phone calls from 4 to 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time using the data available at that time.
Let's go to Gail in Tampa. Hey, Gail, what's going on?
Hey, love your program. You're amazing.
How long you been listening?
Oh, my gosh. Well, off and on for about maybe, 6 to 7 years.
Oh.
I mean, just on the radio. Didn't understand it to be on TV. And then I go out to Seattle once a year. We have a trading club out there.
Okay.
And then he started talking in class about your book, and I'm like, wait a minute, that's the guy that I listened to in Florida. And then I started watching your TV live, and it's just amazing. I need to become a tiger.
Well, you're already a tiger. See, you've been out there 6 years. See, once you check in to TFNN, you can't check out. It's like Hotel California. It's pretty sick, I know.
No, it's great. And I have some gold I want to try to get over to you, and then I want to buy some coins for my grandkids. So I appreciate what you're doing. I think it's amazing. You're just really amazing. Thank you very much.
Well, I appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Now, Tom O'Brien.
Welcome, folks. This is Tom O'Brien of TFNN. We go 5 days a week. We go 7 hours a day. We go 24 hours a day on the internet at TFNN.com. Always remember, folks, whatever you think about, you bring about. Whatever you focus on grows. Hope everyone had a great weekend, safe weekend. Let's make it a great week. And, folks, you know what? It's a beautiful thing. I have our man, Mr. Larry Pesavento, in-house today. Nothing like it. What's happening, brother?
Oh, I love this place down here. It's pretty nice to beat Florida.
Isn't it? You've been having a good time. He's been down here with one of the tigers, growling and prowling, and his tigress wife, having a good time.
Yes, we've done everything except boating, and that will never happen.
He's looking at the big sailboat that I got on my computer, folks, and he says, "Oh no," he says, "We're not going on that, are we?"
No, I would rather die at that instant than take another 6 feet on the surf for sure.
Oh my God. Okay, let's take a look at it. What do we have out here? Market-wise, folks, let's take a look at this baby. S&Ps. Where are the S&Ps? Well, let me tell you something. S&Ps, what do they do out here today? If we take a look at the cash S&P, what we did is that we got over the last swing point, that swing point being on the 29th. We get to 1335 on the cash S&P. Last night, I'm sure you know, I know, Steve knows, we went to 1339. Okay, just right next to that 1340, actually 1349. 1340, let me just look at that.
1339.
1339, right. Bottom line, rejected. What you had out here today, folks, is that you rejected the swing, you did it on lighter volume, rejected the price. We did 709 million versus 714 at that swing point. Gave it up. What's that set up? On the S&P, folks, okay, this is pretty intense. There's a 156-point A to B structure. So the real key is, as we go into the fourth, you get into that fourth, and the fourth itself only has 807 million. You get more than 807 million, bye-bye. See ya. Don't want to be ya. That's down. Get you right down to basically the 1190 mark, folks. Dow Industrials. We take a look at the Dow. What we have in the Dow is this. Dow Industrials today, from high to low is pretty intense. High out there was 12,650, and we just closed out at 12,411. So what's that? That's a $240 swing, point swing. You're right into the lower range now. This baby's going to make a run for that 12,035, and we'll see whether it breaks it with volume. Breaks it with volume, got 11,500 written all over it. NASDAQ Composite, you talk about harmony, did it all. NASDAQ Composite couldn't hold the price out here, also did lighter volume. And what you have, folks, is this. See, we're trying to go to a higher high, and that's why the lighter volume is characteristic. Well, meaning important if you're a bear. We did 1.46 billion versus the 1.6 at the 29th. Couldn't handle it. Now the real key is going to be how do we come into the 27, 26 area. We come in that with volume, and you're not going to need a lot of volume. Bottom line, you're going to be down to this 25, 48 area. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Give us a call, folks. We want to know what's going on in your world. And what we want right now, off our man, Mr. Larry Pesavento, is that where do you want to start, pal?
I think we really should start with the euro, Tom, because you've been king dollar for about 7.5 months now. And with the dollar, the euro went up last night when they opened in New Zealand, it opened at the 126.70 level,
yes.
up about 150 pips.
Right.
Stayed there for about 20 or 30 minutes. That was a large AB equals CD pattern on the hourly chart and also on the daily.
Okay.
It was a 1.27 expansion, and as most people know, it's given up 200 pips today. And it looks to me that, we're going down to retest that 120 level. That is going to be so important between 120 and 118 is what it looks like.
Yeah, that's heavy, man. And, that level there, folks, okay, if we bring this back a little, what you're going to see, I'll put this on a weekly, and you see how this is set up. Let's see, I'll even put it on a monthly. What you have here, if you're watching Tiger TV, well, even if you're not watching Tiger TV, we'll explain it to you, folks. The last time we were down at that 118, 119 level, it held. And the real key is, if it doesn't hold, watch out, right?
That's correct. It will have at least a 20% move below that. That's another 20 points. So you're looking at par in the euro potentially.
Now, if you do the reverse correlation of that, folks, that's where that 89 number in the dollar is just basically out there, and it's screaming. I mean, it's going to be interesting to see this thing shake out because, look at this dollar today. The dollar today, folks, did 30,000 contracts, rejected the low at 81.72, and they're at 82.63. And, when we turn around, we put this on a longer-term basis, you can see that the 89 wants to be hit. It hasn't been able to launch that 89, but look at the way this is set up, Larry.
It looks bullish. You've got higher bottoms, higher tops all the way. Well, ever since you've been bullish, and that was way down at the 70 level, 73 level.
Yeah. I mean, that's pretty amazing. That's a nice little pattern, isn't it?
Yep. Well, I'll tell you something that the folks should listen to, and everybody uses this, is crude oil.
Okay.
We're breaking below the 82 level, which was the 786 retracement off the low last July.
Yes.
And Tom, you've said it before, but this looks like it's got the high 50s. Written all over it. And
look at that
we had a big outside day today, being up $2 a barrel in the overnight market, and now it's broken, $5 a barrel since the middle of last night, from 86 to 81, and so you're looking at some real serious selling coming in here.
That's pretty intense. Look at this, folks. Yeah. What Larry's talking about here, I mean, there's conviction on the way down. And this is like, we get into 79 and there's nothing to 59.
That's correct. The high 50s is what you'd be looking at as far as a target.
Unbelievable. And, we both remember the last time that this market absolutely got smoked, crude oil was screaming. I mean, whoever thought crude, I never thought it could go back to 35. Went 35 nothing. Like nothing.
143 to 35 without very much of a rally along the way. So
amazing.
We'll see.
Absolutely
and
amazing.
So the supermarkets repeat themselves quite a bit, so we'll have a pretty good idea. But, Tom, you've been saying ever since I can remember that the key to this is, watching the dollar. And the dollar is, basically, 53% of it is the euro. So if you keep an eye on what the euro is doing, you're getting an idea of where cash is moving to. And the other good thing is if you're like gold, like we do, it's held the 61% retracement 6 times in the last 5 or 6 months down at that 15.22 per ounce, and now we're starting to move to the upside. And we had a pretty good test on Friday. We got down to the 786 of the whole move. We turned around.
Yep.
And you've had platinum moving, and you've had silver moving. So. And not only that, but it's doing it in the face of a collapsing crude oil market. Usually they go together. So this is a real positive sign for higher prices in a dollar.
That's a good heads up. Even in gold, you're saying too, though,
yes,
right? I'm with you because what we've had, folks. Okay, that testing procedure has been over and over and over again, and like the equities are getting set up. Like if we look at Gold Corp, it come off that low of 32. You're at 38. I'd like to see this back into that 37, but you're back in there with lighter volume, you get some action, because it's building a base off there, and we certainly had that sign of strength on June 1st. There's no two ways about that, and that was a good sign of strength. Listen, folks, as you're over to our website at TFNN, a couple times a year what we do is that we do a Tiger Dollar promotion, and this is how it works. Tiger Dollars, folks, are good on all products at TFNN. So if you have a product right now, you're going to want to look at this. The way Tiger Dollars work is that you can buy 500, you get 600 to use. That's a $20 bonus. You can buy 800 and get 1,000, $25 bonus. You can buy 1,150 and get 1,500. There's no expiration dates. They're transferable. We do something a little bit different every time, but this time we really did something that, we think individually, collectively, that everyone's going to get helped. And what it is that each host on TFNN is doing a workshop, a 90-minute workshop. And if you buy Tiger Dollars, you get that workshop absolutely free. So you're getting over 10.5 hours of education absolutely free. Larry is going to be kicking this off on July 11th. So Larry's going to be, your topic is trade what you see, not what you think. That's good, isn't it?
If we could only learn to do that.
Well, listen, man, I understand what you're saying, but, trading what you see, the pattern is where it's at, right?
Yes, to me it is. It's a buying if they're going up, selling if they're going down. Just watch the bar charts.
Well, listen, I know... Larry's got company here, but we're going to keep him on just for 10 more minutes, all right?
I have to meet my boat broker really soon, but we have a few more minutes.
You stay right there. We're coming right back.
Would you like a personal